Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, January 8th, 2020. Welcome to another edition of Talking Fitchburg here at the noon hour. I'm Jeremy Crosby alongside Andrew Bamlett. He's, well, not alongside me like this way, but more like this way. Bam. Hello.
Hi there. Helps if I turn my mic on.
You know, I think we're the only show that lets the director get in on talking every single day.
Every day? Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. There's probably reasons for that.
But when you consider that there's only 4 of us in this department.
And we're the 2 that are generally doing this show. So you need some back and forth.
Yeah, and you're picking up on doing more of the show.
I am.
You call me the executive producer?
I'm pretty much the one to blame now if something is weird. Andrew chose that one.
Andrew has been good at. He's been doing all of this since day one. I mean, you've been doing keeping all of this
picking up
together.
more of the producer side of things, so you can do other things.
Reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky. Yes, indeed.
Well, Andrew, there's a lot to talk about today.
Yes.
In the weather sense.
I say, how about that cold snap today? This morning, walking in, I'm like, wow, it's a lot colder than it was yesterday.
Yeah, I always pull my truck out. I know this is against anything, but I pull my truck out, turn it on, and stuff.
Yeah.
There's
out of the garage.
I have an airbag system in my vehicular.
Yeah.
And it's not working properly, so I try to get it in. You guys got a firsthand.
And when he says airbag, his air shocks. The shocks for his vehicle are air ride.
Yeah,
suspension.
It sounded really great in the when you bought it, and it worked great until it broke.
Until it doesn't, and then
$1,000 later,
it's quite the bumpy ride until it kicks in. Then it's like, oh, there it is.
Well, where I live, it's rougher than the ride we took here, but yeah. But anyway, when I went out there and stuff, I was like, wow, it's cold. And when I took Lily and put her in, get the kids in, I was like, it's really cold out today. And came out there, and she's like, oh. I was like, I told you.
It's chilly for sure today.
So yeah, it's funny because it's the roller coaster because then it warms up. We see some freezing rain maybe, and then it warms up a little bit.
This.
So then it goes back to some snow maybe for the weekend. So.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
It's your fault, just like yesterday. It's your fault it's snowing.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you want to talk on that front, day 2, I'm with the kids. I dropped the kids off at daycare. And now I've told them we're going to do table talk every day.
Oh boy.
And when I walked in, well, when they were fine until the daycare instructor brought up the fact that I brought the snow yesterday, and then I just sent them all off right back again.
Oh, it was you. See, we knew it.
So I told them tomorrow's table talk is Packers, and they all said no. And I said, well, what do you want to talk about?
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Then they just started calling me names, so I was like, that's it. I'm leaving. Bye.
Always fun with the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
All right. I digress here. Let's tell you what's coming up on the show besides your headlines, which we'll get to in just a little bit. Today we're going to talk about it is National Bath Safety Month. And you're like, Jeremy, what are you doing? Well, it's actually pretty serious, and we're going to talk about it. Both you adults and you kiddos out there, keep you safe here when it comes to the bath time. Andrew, when's the last time you took a bath?
It's been a while since I've had a bath. Personally, it's been a while. The boys, they take them every once in a while. They're mostly shower at this point because it's faster.
I cannot wait till my kids want to do the shower.
So,
yeah. Lily's afraid of the shower, so that's where we're at with that.
Well, yeah, it's big things shooting water at you. I get it.
And Carson hates the bathtub altogether, so when you put him in there, he's
just screaming.
He just jumps. He just pushes right back up. So you're fighting him like
trying to clean him. Yeah. It's always fun. Kids.
So we're going to talk about safety. Kids. We could just dedicate a segment to that. Then we're going to head out to Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection. Andrew, what are we previewing today on our
we're talking the Social Security Administration spoofing scams. Lots going on.
Fantastic. We'll get an update on that in just a little bit. But first, we turn our attention to the headlines. And I would call the lead today the weather for this weekend. And we're going to take a lot. Oh, yeah, I guess that's me, isn't it, Andrew? Jeepers. There we go. We're going to take a live look here because when we talk about with the National Weather Service, that's where we pull all of our information from is the National Weather Service, Milwaukee Sullivan. And they have this pretty cool thing about the it's a probabilistic snowfall experiment. It's cool. Check this out. So when we're talking about potential for snow here, they've got these nice little graphics that they've prepped here. And from the expected snowfall here, this is just an idea of what could potentially happen through 6 a.m. Saturday morning, Andrew. 3 inches of snow potential here.
Through Saturday, starting Saturday?
This is starting through today.
Oh, through today until Saturday.
So it started from 6 a.m. today through 6 a.m. Saturday.
Could be 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's kind of an interesting one. Then it says the probability of a 1 in 10 chance, 10% chance of higher snowfall.
Okay.
It looks like it pretty much more north here.
Yeah, north and west. That's always seems to be the case here.
Yeah. Then you just keep moving up the chain. 9 inches. 9 inches, 9 in 10 chance. I'm sorry, I'm saying 9 inches. 9 in 10 chance.
9 in 10 chance. 90% chance of higher snowfall than whatever it says there.
Mm-hmm. Not happening. And there is your chance of snow. 75% chance. So it's looking pretty good here that we're going to see some type of snow. It's just what is it going to fall in?
And how much?
And how much of it are we going to get? That is to be determined here. So from what I've read, it's just this powerful system coming through. And you should be ready that this could impact your travel coming up here into the weekend. So we want you to be ready for it. And it says the storm expected to hit the region Friday night through Saturday night. So then accumulating snow, it's just when it comes in and it leaves, it's going to be interesting because it could be a rainy mix with some snow, freezing rain. It's just hard to say. And there's a sharp cutoff depending which way you're going of how much snow. It's one of those ones. And I remember doing that when I worked for the for a news station, going and filming one where one side of Madison had snow, and when you got to the other side of Madison, there was nothing.
Yep.
It was a pretty cool story to shoot.
Really sharp
Sharp cutoff.
Yeah. Interesting.
With just in miles.
And I get that too from here to home, which is it's more than a couple miles on the but that definitely happens. Oh, it's raining up here. It's sunny at home.
We always talk about that because you've got our eastern part of Dane County covered. I've got the northern part. Yep. We come here and get the southern part. We just need somebody to go west.
Wasn't that Chad?
That is Chad. You're right.
We gotta call Chad, and we've got all
of the
facets
corridors.
of Dane County.
That's it. We're gonna call Chad and wake him up. Get up! All right, let's move on to other headlines. City Hall will be closed on Monday, January 20th, in observance of Martin Luther King Day. The 24-hour drop box will be open in the foyer all day if you would need to make your property tax payments. And don't forget, this includes the library, City Hall, Senior Center, and Community Center. All right, Fitchburg Chamber Andrews celebration is coming up. This will be on Thursday, January 23rd. If you're interested in taking part in this event, they have some tickets available for you. Come on out. It'll be $55 for members and non-members. January 23rd, 5 p.m. at Funk's Pub. And they got this huge, cool event space. They call it the Grand Event Space. So it's going to be pretty neat to go out and see what they've done out there, but also celebrate the new year. And just to put the icing on the cake, they've got the new band director. The UW band director will be out there as their keynote speaker. They've had a lot of cool keynotes throughout the years for this. So great opportunity there. All right, Snap in Squishy Circuits. I don't know. It's going to have interesting. Tuesday, January 28th. It must be the Fitchburg Public Library. Are kids interested in learning about electronics, how they work? If so, this is the perfect program for them. Opportunity to construct a circuit projects using snap circuits and squishy circuits. It just sounds really weird. For kids ages 5 to 12 and kids ages 5 to 8 will be required adult guidance during the program. Do need to register for this. 729-1762, January 28th, 3:30 to 5 at the Fitchburg Public Library Storytime Room. Badger Prairie Needs Network and Miller & Sons got a donation piece going on here. 2019 marks the 10th year Miller & Sons has done our reuse. I'm so used to saying refuse for so long. Reuse Bake program. Together, they've raised over $8,400 for the Rona Food Pantry and in the process created less waste for 2019. Every time you use a use a bag for your groceries at Miller's & Sons, it donates 10 cents for each bag used to the Rona Food Pantry. Or your pocket. This is a win-win for everybody. That's kind of cool. Miller's & Sons. There's only 2 locations, I think, for that. Verona and Mount Horror, if I remember right. All right, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi announces a grant program for conservation projects. This announcement came that the county will be accepting applications for 2 grant programs designed to support projects that improve, protect, and enhance Dane County's land and water resources. As part of the Land and Water Legacy Initiative, the Capital Equipment Grant Program will make awards of up to $2,500 to assist with the purchase of rental equipment or services that will benefit Dane County conservation projects. In addition, the Community Partner Grant Program will provide up to $1,000 for small projects. That would have been a lot of money if it was the other way. To promote environmental education, conservation, and restoration program administrated by the Dane County Environmental Council are competitive. Application forms are due by Friday, February 28th by 5 p.m. And there is information about how the grant works. If you've ever done grant writing, it's very difficult. So make sure you check out the website, learn about all the things you need to make this grant successful for you. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We're talking safety when it comes to bath time. Talk about that next right here. I'm talking Fitchburg.